Alright, so I have to reshoot this video because my mic was not on, which is all good. But today we're going to be talking about the Polaroid OneStep Plus and why I love shooting Polaroids. When I first got this camera, I didn't really shoot it to its full potential. I kind of was just shooting like point and shoot shots, here and there. After shooting with the camera for a while, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to kind of use the app and see what it's about. So that's what I did, what the newer Polaroids are about, not just this camera. If you guys don't know, the newer Polaroids, you can actually connect them to Bluetooth and you can connect them to the Polaroid app. And then within the app, you can pretty much have full creative control of your Polaroid. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. The first thing in the app is the remote. So obviously it's just a regular remote. You press the little button right here and you just take the photo. The second one is a self timer, which is great. The portrait mode is pretty cool because it kind of indicates whether you're too far or too close to the camera, and it'll show that at the top, which I'm going to show you guys right now. The next one is double exposure, which is one of my favorites. Light painting, which I don't really use that much. The noise trigger, which I don't really use that much either, at all actually. And then best for last, obviously the full-on manual mode. So the camera goes from I think 1/30th of a second all the way to bulb mode, which is really nice. Obviously to get a long exposure. It goes from f12 all the way to f64. So it does have an option to change the way you want to use your flash, and I'm going to show you guys right here. So obviously you can turn it on and off, and you can put it from full flash to 1/60th of a second. You don't necessarily need to use the app to use the function on the camera. There's a little bit of functions on the camera that are kind of like not too complicated. The top has the landscape mode and the portrait mode. It also has a light indicator showing you how many shots you have left, which is really nice. Obviously it has the Bluetooth button right here. Exposure compensation has the option to turn on and off your flash on the camera, which is really nice. And one thing I really like about these cameras is that the viewfinder is extremely clear, which is nice. Okay, so there was trial and error, not only making this damn video but also shooting the Polaroids at night. Specifically the long exposures. I actually wasted like 2 packs and like a half. And sometimes not only at nighttime but even during the day, sometimes your photos are going to be out of focus, sometimes they're going to be too dark, too bright. And that's the thing with Polaroids, sometimes they might be hit or miss, and that's okay. That's just with film in general. I do recommend you guys storing your Polaroids in like a little binder or something like that, and also storing your Polaroids, the fresh packs, in a fridge, like how you're pretty much supposed to do. So yeah, the trial and error, especially at nighttime, it kind of sucked because I did waste a lot of film, but on the bright side, I did learn a lot, and now I know how to expose my photos, especially at night. This first photo was extremely overexposed, but I don't really care because I kind of like how it looks. It kind of looks like an alien invasion. The second one, this one's pretty cool too. It's pretty chill, pretty calm. I think it was shot at f12, maybe f16, and then it was shot at a 35-minute exposure. I kind of want to show you guys how dark it was when I was shooting. It was super late at night. Not only that, it does double exposures, which is pretty sick. I went to a car meet and I knew exactly what I wanted when I saw this car. I was like, I need to get a picture of the wheel and I need to get a picture of the front of the car, and this is exactly what I got. It came out pretty damn sick. One of my favorite Beamers, if not my favorite Beamer. My favorite color is red. I love white wheels on cars, and to top it off, I had a spoiler, wing, whatever you want to call it. And also, while at that car meet, they were drifting, and I got these photos. And the second one in particular I really like the most because you can see the car, which is pretty sick. Looks, obviously it has motion, it looks like the car's drifting. The first one you can't really tell what it is, but I really like it still. I like the crowd on the I forget what they're called, like barriers, like the shadows of the crowd is so sick. But yeah, you can do double exposures, and that's exactly what I did. Again, with myself, I took a double exposure of myself. I took some nice flowers and a brick wall and me. It came out perfect. I really like how it looks. And obviously this camera has a timer. I put it on a tripod, take self-portraits, and this is how they came out. I don't really like how it looks. I tried to execute it better. I thought it was gonna look sick, but I took some photos before that, way before that, and this is how they came out. I really like how they look, super sharp, super clean. I actually scanned them myself because Polaroid has its own scanner on their app, but it's not as cool as I thought it was when I first got the camera. Obviously you get a cleaner look using a scanner. I use the Epson V550. I did want to take some photos of buildings, but I didn't really want to take a lot of them because I'm like, I don't really want to waste my shots. Shout out to the homies Jack and Los. These are the photos I got of them. Super sick, super sharp. I don't really use all the functions on this camera like that, but if they're there, you know, which is nice because obviously the older ones don't really do all this. The two main ones that I really like are the double exposure and the long exposure, and obviously the timer for self-portraits. I say this camera is more catered to somebody that wants to be more creative with their shots versus somebody that just wants to take regular, just point and shoot shots with the Polaroid. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.